Righty guys, here's the table. We've got a game for you guys today that's going to be absolutely incredible. So let's take a look. Over here in this corner we've got objective number 3. Over here in amongst this ruins of this drill thing, we've got another little objective. Out here in No Man's Land we've got another objective. Over here behind this ruined temple we've got another objective. Down here in the middle of this ruined industrial facility, got another objective. And then down over here behind this Skull of Doom, we've got one more objective. So deployment zones are the yellow dice. You can see along each edge there. And today's mission is surround and destroy, which we'll go over shortly. How's it going today, guys? Today I'm here with Greg and we are going to be playing Iron Hands versus White Scars. So I'm pretty pumped, fired up, ready to rumble. Haven't got the White Scars out for quite some time. It's time to see how many of them can survive this battle of attrition.
Should be good.
Should be good. So today I'll be the attacker, Greg will be defender. So we'll be up in just a second with the White Scars. Stay tuned. Alrighty, so as mentioned, we've got the White Scars today. Basically, I'm going to try and go to kind of a fluffy style list. I want to have just mostly bikes and things that move quickly. I'm not going to be running librarians or anything like that. No chaplains. In fact, I've only got one character, and that is my captain, who I will start off with. So this captain, he is armed with a Chainsword, which has been given the relic to become the Teeth of Terra. So he's got the extra strength and damage 2 and all that, and 3 extra attacks. And then his other thing he's got is the Storm Shield. So Storm Shields don't work the same way they used to. Obviously used to give him a 3+ invo, now it still gives him a 4+, but he's got that anyway with Iron Halo. What it does do is it makes my armor save go from 3+ to 2+. So gives him a little bit more against small arms. Not that it really matters because everything else has got neg 1 AP anyway.
Big guns, yeah.
Yep. So what else he has is the Warlord trait, the Imperium's Sword. So that gives him the additional strength, I think, strength and attack on the charge.
Okay.
From memory, I think. I'll actually take a quick look, I don't want to get it wrong.
So he's got the Teeth of Terra relic.
Yeah, so it's +1 strength and attacks.
Yeah, and then the sword is...
when he charges, heroic ability these or he's charged.
Right.
Yeah, and then Teeth of Terra gives him 3 additional attacks. So he starts with 4 attacks, goes to 7, then he gets the additional attack when he charges. So that takes him to 9, I think. And then he gets the +1 to charge just normally. So he's just got a shitload of attacks.
Yeah.
Alright, so in my elite slot I've got 2 squads of 5 scouts. Now, the Sergeant does have a Power Fist, even though he doesn't look like he does. It's hidden just in his backpack here. So the Sergeants have Power Fists. They each have a Scout, what's it called? Storm Speeder?
Sounds good.
Something like that. So you can't change any of the guns on them. They come with the Heavy Bolter and the Cerberus Launcher. And that's basically it. So they've got pretty good movement and stuff. I think they're 16 or 18. They're an 18-inch move, so they're good to get you around the board, to jump on objectives, things like that. But damage output, they're not really that much. Then we go into the fast attacks. So obviously I'm running an Outrider because I've got no troops. So we've got the first unit, we've got a little multi-melta attack bike team. So 3 attack bikes, all armed with multi-meltas. They basically just cruise around, shoot multi-meltas, and that's about as complicated as those guys get.
Yeah. What's the range on them?
They are 24.
24?
They have a movement of 14.
Okay.
So being White Scars, I can advance and shoot assault weapons with no penalty. Then there's also another stratagem that I can use, which means I can advance and shoot heavy weapons without penalty as well.
Okay.
So if I need to, I can advance them. And being bikes, they get an automatic advance of 6 inches.
Yeah.
So where am I? 14 inches. So I can literally go 20 inches, pop that strat if I need to, shoot the multi-melters, and then I can be in the double tap range.
Yeah.
Or the extra damage range, I should say. Used to be.
Inches.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but you can pretty much say they're going to die afterwards because you're not going to let them run loose. And they're more expensive than they used to be. They're 180 points for those 3 dudes now.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't want to really just throw them down the toilet.
And you got 2 squads of those?
Just one.
Okay.
Just one squad. The other ones are inside these units.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we go to the other bike units. So what we've got the squad sergeant with the Thunderhammer. Then we've got the multi-melta attack bike as part of the squad as well. And then we've also got 2 melter guns on 2 dudes. And the rest of the guys have chainswords. So being a max squad, I can actually break it down. So I can have a squad of 5 and a squad of 4. These guys count as 1. And I've got 3 units of them all the same.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Then we have the 2 scout bike squads. So I've got 1 squad of 5. They've got 3 of the Astartes grenade launchers. So they're an assault weapon. So I'll be able to advance and shoot them without penalty. And then the sergeants all have combi melters. So they're also an assault weapon. So the other unit of scout bikes is the same, except I've also got 4 more normal bikers. And so that unit can actually combat squad down as well to a squad of 5 and a squad of 4. Because they're maxed out. For some reason, bike squads, you can't have 10. You have 9.
Okay.
It's weird as that is. So back in the day as well, scout bike squads used to have a special combat squad rule. So if you had a squad of 9, you could break them into 3 squads of 3.
Yeah, right.
But I'm looking at the book, they don't get to do that anymore.
Okay.
They're either a squad of 5 and a squad of 4, or you just leave a guy out and take them whatever size they're at. So I've gone with the squad of 5, so they can be they're not bigger than 6 or more for blast. And then these guys here, well, combat squad down to a squad of 4 and a squad of 5 to do the same sort of protection. And that's actually it for my whole army. That's my 2K.
It's scary. A lot of melter guns.
Yeah.
Should be good against the tanks.
I'd like to put the melter stuff into the White Scars list because it's assault.
Yeah.
And their special thing is they can advance and shoot with the assault weapons. So I used to run lots of grav and plasma,
Yep.
but you can't advance and shoot them unless you pop the strap that lets you shoot after you advance.
Yeah.
So so I figured nowadays the melters are pretty much the way to go. So
yeah, and sorry, are these heavy or are they assault?
no, they're heavy.
They're heavy.
So they
But
do
they're
have
the ones you use to strat on.
Yeah. Or I can use it on another unit if I need to, but typically they're a good choice. But at the same time, I sometimes play them quite conservatively and wait for someone to come to me. Then they can just move out. But overall, the White Scars in bike lists like this, they do have a lot of damage output, but they are still an elite army. And if you start hitting them with bigger guns, they're just going to fall apart real quick. It's not impossible to see half of a list like this just get caned turn 1.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's
So.
good punch up.
Yeah, so we'll see how we go. So I've also got this dude to give rerolls out. So basically everything in the army is core as well, except for those 2 vehicles.
Okay.
So he can give his little reroll 1 bubbles to things. So usually I try and keep him in the flank where he can come and hit something where he needs to hit it.
Yeah.
But and then being White Scars come the assault phase, then I get my super doctrine, which gives me +1 damage in combat as well. So then you've got these hammers being damage 4, so pretty nasty. And Teeth of Terra becomes damage 3. So as tempting as it is with White Scars to just rush in and assault quickly, sometimes you're better off sort of being a bit patient. But then you can't be so patient that half your army's dead. Yeah. So you got to really sort of take your time and sort of
strike.
Just get there. There's got to be pincer move basically. Bit like Grey Knights, you can't just sort of rush them all in and try and kill everything because you just won't. You need to pick your targets, kill them off, and then just plan for maybe turn 3 or 4, just going in and smashing in combat. So should be cool. Should be cool. So yeah, awesome. Let's go over to the Iron Hands.
All right.
Excellent.
Cool.
Yeah. So a lot of my cool shit, I don't. So here we have some Iron Hands.
Yeah, Iron Hands are here to play.
Yep.
Pretty straightforward army. I just wanted to build a mounted cavalry type themed army.
Definitely looks like it.
And,
Looks awesome.
Thank you. And then once I built it, I sort of realised that Iron Hands probably had the best stratagems to make it work. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, so basically I've got two pulsers, executioners with the big gun. Forget what it's called, but
Yeah, I know the one.
blows up tanks.
Yeah, it's just annihilates whatever it wants.
Yeah, and then a lot of weapons. Honestly, gets a bit confusing when you're trying to shoot people. I've got little tokens because you lose track.
It's easy to forget too. It's like, did I shoot the Iron Hails? Did I
Yeah,
not? Did I shoot the
100%.
bolter things? So, yeah.
So, but they do a lot of damage if they get a good round or two of shooting.
Yeah.
And then 3 impulses, each loaded out with a squad of assault intercessors, 2 squads with hammers, and 1 squad with power sword and plasma pistol.
Cool.
And they're pretty out of the box. 2 units of Outriders. And these are all equipped the same with the, I don't know what that is.
It's not. Is it an Iron Hail?
Yeah,
Heavy
Iron
scale,
Hail, something.
Yeah, twin Iron Hail.
Sky Tongue, I don't know. That
Something like that.
shoots lots of bullets, and
Yep.
it was the coolest looking weapon, so I thought
Yeah,
that's
it
where I'd
does.
go.
It just looks like an old school boarding.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
That's what
pulls
I
up to the
sort of-
beach and the guys just jump out and get gunned down.
That's it.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, and that's basically the meat, and then I've got a tech priest, and I've upgraded him to super tech priest. I don't know what it's called. But basically, instead of healing for D3, he heals vehicles for flat 3.
Nice.
And then he's got a Warlord trait, which gives him, it's a Iron Hand specific, that gives him +1 to the D3 heal, so he's essentially healing for 4 per turn. He's got a relic, the Ironstone, which he picks a vehicle within 3 inches, and that model takes -1 damage to incoming damage.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah, so he can also buff. He can give a unit +1 to hit, a vehicle +1 to hit.
Oh,
so
cool.
he just sits back, looks after
just-
the tanks, and makes them scary.
Buffs them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If things go well, the tank can hurt.
Yeah. Absolutely.
If it doesn't get melted off the board.
I'm gonna have to try to. I think
Yeah.
by the looks of it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of firepower out of those.
But then if I come up close to kill it, then these guys can come out and just snap me.
It actually worked out a bit more well-rounded than I sort of thought, and it's fun to play. So
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it?
and then the hero of the day is Primaris Chaplain on bike. He is the Warlord, and I don't even know what his Warlord trait is, which is.
Whatever the most awesome one is.
Yeah, he's got the most awesome Warlord trait. But yeah, I've actually been a bit modest on him. He is upgraded to be able to, there it is, so the Warlord trait is Wise Orator, I think.
Oh, the one that gives him the extra +1 to
+1 to the roll, so instead of
That's
3s
2
it's
pluses,
2s.
Yeah. Cool,
And then the upgrade gives him 2
two
litanies. So he essentially knows 3 litanies and can cast or chant 2 per turn. So he basically buffs the boys.
Yeah.
I've gone for I think it's +1 to hit, +1 to wound, reroll to wound, and then he can also buff himself if needs be.
Nice.
But he's basically got aura buffs so that he's a bit
yeah.
more effective. And
Did you give him that sick relic, Phosphorus Arcanum?
no, I didn't.
That thing does some work.
Yeah, I did at one stage, but I found I'm a bit timid with him because I need him
you
for
want
the
him to buff,
buff. So
Yeah, gotcha.
I'd rather
Makes
have
sense.
the CP. So yeah,
Absolutely.
that's about it. It's fun and fast, and
It is.
should be
It's
good.
pretty quick. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Awesome. I'm looking forward to it actually.
yeah, should be good.
So I think I'm going to have to play a little bit conservatively for a couple of turns, I think. Because if I just come at you, I'm just going to get gunned off the table, and then you'll have plenty of counter charge stuff to hit me with. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be a good game, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll go pick our secondaries, and then we'll have a chat to you once we've done that, and then it's game on.
All right.
Let's do it. Okay, we've chosen our secondaries. So we'll start with me because I'm the attacker. So I've gone Oath of Moment from the Space Marine book. Essentially, if I kill a vehicle or a character, I get 1 point. If I don't take any morale tests, or sorry, I can take morale tests, I just can't fail them. So I fail my morale test return, I get a point. And I get 2 points for being in the center of the battlefield as well. It doesn't say there that you can't be as well, so we're both in there, we can both.
Yeah,
we don't deny each other if we're in the middle. Then I've also got engage on all fronts, so it's a little bit counterintuitive to Oath of Moment because engage on all fronts operates if I'm more than 6 from the center, so I'm going to have something near the center and something not. But essentially, being a fast army, I can just spread out wherever I want. Just if I've got lots of stuff which is cheap enough, which I can throw it over to a table quarter just to die, to get an extra 2 points, it's absolutely worth it.
Yeah.
That's where those speeders will come in handy for me, and a couple of those scout bike units. Then I've got the new one, what was it called? Deploy, the new version of Deploy Teleport Homers, because that can be done by infantry or biker units. Of all the Shadow Operations ones, it's really the only one my army can sort of do, because I've only got the 2 units of scouts to do anything else. But whereas this, I can do it with literally everything in my army except for the land speeders. So I've got to get within his deployment zone and start raising the teleport homers as quick as I can, just to start clocking up some points. So that's my 3. So you have got.
So yeah, I've got Oath of Moment as well.
Yep.
Just went through that, and then I've got behind enemy lines.
Yep. So 1 unit gives you 2 points, 2 units gives you 4 points.
In your
my deployment zone. Yep. Is it my deployment zone or is it within 6 inches of it now?
Wholly within your opponent's
within.
deployment zone. So
okay.
Not the easiest, but probably one of the better ones for me, I think.
And you're tough enough, you can sort of force your way in there.
Drive a tank through and a unit of bikes, hopefully one of them will live.
Yeah. Jump out some men too if you need to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do some chopping.
Do some chopping up. You can certainly hit hard with them.
Yeah. Yep. Sometimes. And then the last one is a new one I sort of haven't seen before. Retrieve of Terra data.
Yep.
I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, it kind of works a little bit like engage on all fronts, except you kind of like raise a banner in a quarter. Yeah. And you just do a different quarter at least once in the whole game. You'll max it out.
Yeah. So
engage on all fronts on the other hand is every turn they need to be there to get the points. So that's the big difference with those two.
Each quarter has an opportunity, and that's it. So
absolutely.
Straightforward.
So we'll see that. So. Should be interesting. Yeah. So we'll go on to the setting up now. So I am the attacker, you're the defender. I think I placed the first model as an attacker.
Sounds good.
And then we're back and forth. So we'll get a video of everything after I've done that, and then we'll get into the game. Awesome. All right, let's do this. Okay. So over here we've got Greg's army set up. He's taken his big heavy stuff and put it in this corner. So he's going to be sitting on this objective down here with his what's he called? Not tech priest. He's Iron Father, something like that.
No, he's just a tech priest.
Tech priest. Yeah. All right. So the tech priest is chilling out with the 2 tank dudes. Down this way he's got one of his little transports hanging out with some Outriders. In the middle here he's got the same. Back here he's got the other Outriders and the other transport. So mostly vehicle army, so pretty easy to set up. Over here I've got on this flank, I've got a squad of the small scouts. So all my units combat squadded, I should mention. So we've got this unit here, which is five dudes. That's the other part of the scout squad from them. Over here. So down here I've got my captain, Then we've got the assault bike squad, the other storm to whatever it is, bloody scout vehicle. Down here we've got the combat squad unit of 4 and another one before with the multi-meltas. Over here we've got the two 5-man squads from the bike units. They've got the melters and the thunderhammers. Down here we've got another little multi-melta team with 3 dudes, another 5-man bike team and the other scout unit. So we'll roll off now. So winner has to go first in this game now. They don't get to pick first or second anymore.
Got me trusty dice.
Alright, here goes.
Oh,
is that a 6 or a 1?
it's a 6.
Oh, you're going first. Alright. Good luck.
Good luck.
Boom. Let's see what happens. Okay, so you've worked out what you want to do.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
So I think essentially I'm going to swing a little bit over this way and block off this corridor for the mass of your army over there. Yeah.
Yep.
And then swing a little bit this way with these guys and just pour some firepower.
Just destroy whatever's there.
Just shoot as much as I can off the board over
Get
here.
them out of there. Yep.
And then try and strong arm you over here.
There we go. So yes, so over here you're going to just try and
hold
slam
this.
me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Put some firepower down over there and
Just and then
bully the White Scars into submission.
Yeah. I think me going second is very hard with this army.
Yeah, it's a bit rough.
It's
a bit unfair, really.
Nah, it's not fair. That's how the game plays.
No.
Either way, I'm going to have a good time.
Exactly.
Alright, let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay, so after the movement phase, what we've got down here, we've got the squad of 5. They've jumped out and they have started retrieving Outrider's data. We've used this banner here to show that this quarter's now finished. Down here, this tank's moved up to hold the centre. So he'll be within 6 there. These bikes have come up for support with the biker chaplain. Down over here, these guys have cruised up and they've jumped out to do Outrider's data as well. So that's banner there to represent that. This tank is kind of stopping me moving through here, so it's going to have to die if I want to assault them. Gonna have to definitely think about that. And then I've got to deal with the old mate.
Who's been buffed by the tech priest.
He's been buffed by him. He's moved up to ready to onslaught some damage. And this dude here is just chilling at the back still.
And we've got a sneaky little ultramarine in there as well.
Yeah, he's just filling up numbers.
Yeah.
He just hasn't got his camo on today. Alright, so we'll go through some shooting and some assaults and stuff depending what happens. I don't think there'll be any charges this turn. But we'll go through some shooting and we'll see how much I fare. So typically you're saying you're going to try and take out this side here mostly?
Yeah, as best I can, yeah.
So he's going to try and decimate as much from here as he can. And basically that'll prevent me causing as much havoc as I can from this direction. So we'll see how it goes after the shooting phase. Cool. Alright, so the shooting has happened. Down here this unit lost a dude and took damage. So I'll just roll a leadership now. That's a success. They passed.
Loves it.
The 2 units of 5 that were here got annihilated by the 2 big beasts over the back there. Down here, this little scout unit has lost a man, and 2 guys it's lost, and there's a wound on another. So let's see, they get 5. Actually, I think that's a pass. I think they're leadership 8.
Because they lose 2, so 7.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good as gold.
Because they got their sergeant there, thankfully. Alright, that's all my leadership's done as well.
Beauty.
So at the end of the turn, still playing White Scars.
Did the
he's raised his little Octarius beacons.
Octarius.
So he'll get 2
of
the 4 so far for that. So that goes towards points. That scores something at least.
Yep.
So over to my turn. So I'm basically gonna have to find a way to drop at least one of those 2 beasts, or else it's gonna make it very difficult for me the rest of the game. But I've also got to not ignore this stuff that's here. If I want to deny him points from that, is it end of your turn you score that, or the start of your command phase? We'll have a check of that.
Yeah, we'll check that.
Because if it's start of command phase, I'm going to have to move that off and the guys that are inside it. And I've also got to get myself positioned on objectives. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Good
I've
luck.
got a lot to think about. Okay, so I've kind of felt like I was in a position where I kind of had to just rush in. I could sit back, but I was just going to take too much damage, so I'm just going to have to come in, try and melter everything as best I can, just open up 1 or 2 vehicles if possible. I've got a bad feeling though, if I dedicate my attacks to this vehicle and to this vehicle, I'll have to put pretty much all my melter into them to kill them. I kind of need to, in order to finish off the Marines, which will leave this thing able to shoot another turn. If I manage to get this guy done and dusted, and this guy, and I start focusing fire into that, then and I don't kill it, then he's just going to be able to bring the wounds back up anyways. So I've got to sort of make a decision in the shooting phase. If I can manage to get through both of these, I'm just going to have to spend the rest of my fire on killing the infantry. The infantry do also pose a pretty big threat to me, and these bikes do as well, but I think I'm going to be able to pull off at least an assault with one of these 2 units against the bikes over here. Whether I'll finish them off, it doesn't really matter, as long as I can kind of just get there with something.
Get in there and start chopping.
Get in there, because with the Outriders as well, most of their attacking potential comes from being able to charge, because they get the extra attacks from charging, I think.
Or being charged, I think, as well.
Is it? Oh, well,
No, let's check.
because they get, everyone in the Space Marine Army gets 1 attack from being charged,
Yeah,
but I think they get extra attacks from charging as well.
that's right. Yeah.
So we'll have a look. But then it's got heroic intervention possible over here too. So we'll see. Alright, we'll go into my shooting. Once my shooting's done, I'll have a bit more of an idea of what I can do. Cool. Okay, so shooting has been completed. We did manage to drop that vehicle. The guys jumped out behind here. I've shot them a little bit with some bolter fire. We've dropped them down to 4 guys. They did start with 6. So not too bad. One guy actually died from the explosion too. So.
It was an Ultramarine. So
He was technically an Ultramarine, he's fine. Over here, we've basically whiffed pretty hard with this vehicle. I ended up missing with a couple of my shots over here, and then I had to decide whether or not to shoot these multi-melters at it, and I ended up just not doing it. Shot the multi-melters this way, and it took a bit of damage over here. Spent some CP, which is kind of, I suppose it's a bit of a win as well, in a way. These all whiffed as well. This vehicle down here, it shot over the back. Took out some infantry behind there. A couple more men died there. So slowly whittling off his assault marine dudes. Not assault marines, assault intercessors. So now I'm about to charge in. Over here, my main goal is not to kill the vehicle and charging. It's more or less to stop it being able to shoot me next turn. And then also forces him that if he wants to shoot at my bikes, he has to leave combat, which means he loses a point for withdrawing from combat. Over here, I don't think I'm going to wipe out the bikes there, but I'm going to try and at least take him down to at least 1 model. So these 2 units here are going to go for them, and these 2 units here are going to go for the assault intercessors. So yeah, I mean, if I don't kill the assault intercessors, that hammer's going to suck coming back at me. So we'll see. Anyways, we'll do the charging and we'll get back to you. So that's the end of turn 1. It's been a bit of an interesting sort of turn. Like, when you're playing full bike army, I find you kind of feel like you almost have to commit real quick to get up. If I was running a White Scars army where I had lots of infantry stuff as well, then I could keep the bikes a bit more cautious and go in late. But I went in hard. Is it going to cost me? We'll see. But what I needed to do was start opening up his line, which I have done a bit of.
Yeah.
If I can keep pushing through without losing my army, that'll be good. Good for me.
Yeah.
But points wise, we're still both about even. And I think this turn will start to determine a fair bit.
Mm.
So, where are you feeling confident this turn?
Confident? I think the amount of damage that I took was less than I was expecting.
Yes,
from that devastating charge on multiple fronts.
Yep.
Being said, I think you weathered the storm really well as well. I didn't do as much damage as I thought I would.
Agreed.
So I think it's been pretty even insofar as tip for tap.
Yep.
So, but I'm thinking if I get out of range with my big guns and put the firepower on again, that could be nasty if I roll well.
Realistically, I don't think I can weather 3 full turns of being shot to shit. I need to kind of get in range of either combats and things by the end of this turn and have my army doing some work that way and and also prevent you from being able to shoot. Like if I can pop something that can punch out lots of shots, that'll be good for me. If I can deal with some of your scoring abilities as well, that'll help me.
Yeah.
So for me, I think the next 2 turns are going to be not so much about advancing in and doing lots of damage, more about preventing damage. So it's going to be hard for me actually.
I think it's going to be hard for me to get more points for my objectives.
Yeah. So I'm playing the denial game, and
for
me it's going to be hard for me to sort of stop you hurting me, and for you it's going to be hard to start gathering points.
Exactly.
So
should be good.
So we'll see if my 2 scout squads can win me the game. All right, let's do this. Command phase is done. He's just rolled his 2 for the chaplain. He's rolled a 3, was it, for that one?
Yeah, so I got the rage.
The rage went off, so he can reroll hits in combat, but he's...
he's
failed the reroll hits in combat, and the other one is the +1 to wound. Alright, cool. And just quickly, what's that guy doing in the command phase?
So he's going to buff this tank up.
Yep. So that's the 2s to hit?
Yep, 2s to hit and -1 damage.
Yep, cool.
And then, that's about
Alright, excellent. Okay, so we're going to do some moving and stuff, so tell us what you're thinking you're going to do.
I'm thinking I'm going to bring these guys well up forward so they've got multiple attack options.
Okay.
Bikes are going to come up with them.
Yep.
Chaplain's going to come up with them.
Yep.
This needs to get out of combat with them.
Yep. So you get only direction to go backwards.
Pretty much.
Yep.
These guys will push forward. Tank's going to try and take them out.
Finish off them guys where they can,
This one will move a bit more this direction to start putting firepower that way and finish them off if needed.
Perfect.
And then this guy will just support with some firepower. I might move him. And I'm not sure about these guys.
You know what? They are holding an objective. They're probably best to just stay where they are.
Thinking about it.
Yep.
They do have a sword though.
Yeah, well that's true. Just got to make a decision of whether you want to leave the objective and try and stop me a bit, or whether you're just going to hold the objective. Because you also got to remember, you got to get those other 2 quarters with infantry.
That's right.
So you might be a good idea to move them so you can get them out there, then maybe that could swing back or something.
Yeah.
Or just chill and park them there, and then maybe these guys could cruise over and do something.
Yeah.
But I think they kind of need to commit at least a turn.
Yeah.
But if they survive, that's the clutch part you got to think through here. But you do still have these guys.
Yeah.
Well, it's doable either way. You are pretty close to the centre. So alright, we'll see you back in the shooting phase. Alright, so the movement phase has been completed. We've got these guys have scooted over here. They look like they're ready to charge these bikes if they need to.
Hammer time.
These guys have come over here, they've flanked around. The 2 bikes that were in combat have left combat. They've scooted underneath here to be holding the middle. So I'll need to remove them if I can. My turn. This tank's cruised up this way just to point down here to open up all these nice juicy targets. The guys that were on that objective have scooted down here to assault, and the vehicle's moved back over so he's holding that objective marker there. Down here, this tank hasn't moved at all. The guys that were behind that have moved up along the side of it here, and this tank's cruise back there just to kind of block my charging against that there. Cool. So shooting phase, what are you going to try and take out this turn?
I'll probably start here with the big guy.
Yep.
And just pour lots of shots into them.
Yep.
See how that pans out.
Cool.
He won't be doing anything because he fell out.
Correct, yep.
Pepper them with light arms fire here.
And then charge him if you need to.
Charge him if I need to.
Yep.
He's advanced, so he can't do much. And then I'll probably pour a bit of this troop firepower into this squad over here.
Yeah, okay, the scout squad.
Including that, and try and maybe take that out and charge that. I'm not sure.
Yep, okay.
And then they'll charge them, and this guy will hopefully pick off maybe the melter gun squad.
Maybe, yeah, alright. So either way, I think I'm running out of stuff.
It's going to hurt.
It's going to hurt. Alright, let's see. Righto, so surprisingly there are still some stuff alive here. I was really expecting it all to die. But what's left alive really isn't enough to come back. But I do have some leaderships. So over here, these guys lost 2. So they can't fail, I don't think. Actually, no, they'll be leadership 7 because there's no sergeant. Okay, 2 is fine. Over here, these guys lost 3. So I need a 6 for them to do anything significant. That's fine, I got a 1. These guys lost 3 as well, so I need a 6 as well if I'm going to fail. Which I didn't, so they're all pretty safe. So, end of the turn. The units that were over here are all dead. These guys have pushed through. And that's basically it now. All I've got left is that squad there. A couple of units here. A couple of scouts on objectives. And this. So, my turn I am going to get 10 points for holding 2 objectives. And in order to get engaged on all fronts, I'm going to have to move this over to this quarter somewhere. It's going to die definitely next turn. But it's what I'm just going to have to do to get the points. Down here, being White Scars, I can leave combat and still re-assault. I can also spend a CP to leave combat and shoot with something if I want to. I don't see anything being able to cane that shooting wise, except for maybe that melter gun. Or this multi-melta, but only that one will be in the short range. I do have this guy here who can do a lot of work. I'm probably going to try and set him up to attack his chaplain. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, so he'll come in after the chaplain more than likely. And I'll just do what I can to thin out some of these other units. But the good news is this banner actually went off, so I've got points for that this turn as well. So that unit, I may just have to do the banner again with them and hope they don't die. I don't know. I might just move them into the corner up here, do the banner, or I could just go into this onslaught down here and just try and kill some shit. I don't know. I'll think about it. You'll know after I do my movement. But either way, it's really not looking good for the White Scars. How does that make you feel? Alright, so I've done my movement, I've shuffled some stuff around. These guys won't be able to shoot at all because they've all moved out of combat. The captain, he advanced, so he can actually go smash his chaplain. So he's technically a smash chaplain. These guys down here have moved up to hide as much as they can, and they've done the raise the
banner?
Not the raise the banner, the raise the, what's it called, the teleport homer.
Right.
Raising the teleport homer. Over here, this dude moved over to there, and he did some shooting at these guys, and he whiffed hard. So, and they're just iron hands, so they're just impenetrable. So makes sense. So we're going to go into some charges now. I'll do them live for you guys at home that are anticipating what's going to happen. So we're going to go, this dude's going to assault the chaplain. Are you going to Overwatch?
Nope.
Fantastic. So he's in, well and truly. Bang. These two guys are going to charge the squad of Outriders. They're in. Bangity bang. Scouts are going to assault them. 6, that's in. Boom boom. These guys, I need to roll anything that gets them in.
Everybody's in.
Boom and boom. So I'm going to start with our captain. So he's 4 attacks base. Gets a attack for charge.
I'm gonna have to play.
Another attack for his special Warlord trait. And 3 more for the Teeth of Terra.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play the 4+, only winning on 4s.
Yeah. Yep, that's a good idea.
Because I think he might die. I'm pretty sure he's gonna die.
When do I have to do the one which declares when I do, I change my doctrine? I tell them I'm in doctrine, whatever. Do I do that?
Is it a stratagem?
Yeah, it's Space Marines get it.
Oh,
Space Marine
yeah.
ones. I can't think what it's called.
Might be movement?
If I did that, I was going to declare that on
Yeah, do it.
on him because that gives him damage 3.
Do it.
All right, let's do it.
Bring the pain.
Find out how many CP there is and I'll remove them.
It's, how many you got?
I've got 5 left.
It's 6 CP.
6? Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I don't know. Let's say it's 1 and we'll find out later.
Alright, perfect. We'll continue.
Righto.
Okay, cool. Here we go. Alright, Captain.
Oh, and I'm transhuming.
Yep,
obviously.
transhumaning. So, whoops. So we're going, hitting on 2s. I've missed with 3. I can't reroll 1s now anymore.
No.
I'm a Captain. Okay, and 4s is the best I can wound you on.
Oh.
No way! Boom, boom, boom. So 2 of them.
Alright.
The question is, do I want a CP? The answer is yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
And it still failed. So that's down to 3 CP.
Wasn't meant to be.
Wasn't meant to be.
Probably went a little hard. Chaplain, Iron Warriors.
Well, here's the thing: if the chaplain fails,
Mm.
he could be dead.
He's just flat dead.
He could be. He's got his feeling no pains and
Yeah.
stuff.
Now, what's
So
the...
you need, you'll be at a 4 up invo.
Oh, yeah. Cause
For
of
his
the iron.
Rosaurus.
Yeah. Save me, Rosaurus.
Oh, one's gone through, one
Alright.
hasn't. So that's 3 damage, but he won't be dead.
I'll take it.
Take
I'll
it.
take it.
You still get to roll feel no pain.
On 6s.
Okay, so he's only taking 2.
He's taking 2. Well,
So he's down to 4.
I think he got very lucky there.
I think it makes sense because when you look at it, the chaplain is probably double the size of the captain. Yeah, the old weenie marine.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess that means you get to intervene if you wish.
Yeah.
Alright, who's going to intervene?
Well, yeah, I think, Yeah, that's a really good question because they've got a hammer, but I'm only going to get one guy on them.
Yep.
And that's the only one that I'm really worried about.
Yeah.
So I think I'll save my CP.
Okay, alright, well it's going to be hammer time.
Yep, hammer time.
Alright, so we'll start with the hammer. 3 attacks, hitting you on 4s. Oh,
Lovely.
makes up for that last one.
Yeah, this
or does
is
it?
Not looking good. So 3s now. Right?
3s. Oh yeah, we've got 2 and a 1. So 2 saves. Neg 2.
Neg 2.
Oops, that doesn't count. We'll do it again.
And
Oh, that's
so
2 get through.
2 get through.
That's
flat 3 damage.
flat 3. Yes.
So that'll just kill him.
Kill him. Yeah.
Unless I roll
Oh yeah, you got your 3 feel no pain.
plenty of 6s, which I roll none.
So he's gone.
So he's gone.
So the next dude cops possibly 3.
Possibly 3, ignoring on 6s.
Yep.
Alright.
There's an odd 1, so he's down 2.
I'll take it.
Cool. So he's got 2 left.
2 left.
Perfect. And the other dude from the unit, he's got 3 attacks. So he's got 1 for charging, 1 for the Chainsword, and 1 for just being him.
I like it.
Perfect. Alright. Needing 5s. I've got 2 5s.
Nice roll.
Neg 1 on these ones.
There's 1.
Oh!
Oh, hello.
Pop.
That's actually worth a reroll.
It is, yeah.
I think on a 50-50.
Yeah, because you got your 6 up for no pains, but if you don't get any of them, he's dead. Oh!
So he's dead. Unless
you get your feel no pains.
6s.
No! Oh, that's actually important.
That's great.
That solves the problem of how they're going to hit now.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Alright, so the next one I'm going to attack with will be these guys.
Beautiful.
So I've got 4 attacks with the attack bike. hits with 3. Wounding on 4s. Wounded with 3 of them.
Nice. Any neg on that?
No neg on that one. The next 3 attacks do.
No.
They're all fine.
They're
all good.
They're all good.
So the next dude, he's hit with 1. Wounded with none.
Beautiful.
Ouch. Alright.
Take it.
Let's go over to these scouts. So Scout Sergeant will have 4 attacks. And the other dude will have 3 on the charge. Oh, dropped all my dice. Good one. Alright. 3s to hit. And 4s to wound. Got 3 saves at no neg. Because Scout Blades do not do anything of value. Oh,
Take a wound.
takes in a wound. On a 6 up, he
Actually,
doesn't
yeah.
die because there's a wounded guy here already.
Yeah, he's gonna
Oh, he's fine.
live.
He loves it.
Loves it, mate.
Alright, that's it for our attacks. Well, we're going to hit back in just a sec. Right, who are we going to go first? You want to see if Chapman can take down Captain?
Yeah, well, we should do that.
Do it.
Yep. Alright, so Chaplain 5 attacks. Hitting on 2s. There we go.
Wow.
3 ones,
Alright.
as expected. And
That
no
means the Captain
rerolls.
can't die. That's good news.
Yeah. Strength +2, so 3s. And then
1.
+1 to wound because of his litany.
Oh, right. So that'll be a 2 plus the wound then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Cool. So 2 wounds, neg 1, 2 damage.
So the shield takes me to a 2 plus, which then drops back to a 3 plus.
Roger.
So I do take 1.
Yeah.
So that's 2 damage. I can't remember from the top of my head what a bike captain has these days. I'll find that out. And then
I think he's only got 2 wounds.
if he's got 2 wounds,
Yeah, they start with 2 because they're not Chimeras.
he's got that
Pretty
ability.
sure.
It's called regenerative captaincy, and it bumps him up to 27 wounds
Yes.
when attacking chaplains. Captain on bike is 6, so he's down to 4.
Lovely.
That hurts to lean down.
Yeah.
I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright, well,
who's next?
I'm pretty excited about Hammer time over
I'm
here.
excited too.
He's been dubbed the Carnifex Killer, just
Oh,
for your reference.
let's see if he whips against bikes.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
It might be a bit fast for him. Hitting on 4s.
Oh, he's hit 3 out of
I'll take it.
3 out of 4. That's all he needs.
It's 2 to wound because I'm +1 to wound on top of
Oh,
that. So yeah, he whiffed
Alright.
on the damage. So 1.
here we go. It is a
Neg-
5 plus. Ooh, that's a dead bike.
And you
This
know
bike
what?
is gone.
I did that the wrong way, didn't I?
I think you did actually looking at it.
Yep.
But the attack bike does have 4 wounds. So you would have had to punch through with at least 1 damage, which is possible. You got enough attacks coming.
So here come the Chainswords. 3 of those. 4 attacks each.
Alright.
Hitting on 3s. And then with the +1 to wound, I think that was already there.
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's alright. My fault.
If you don't wipe me out, we'll know it was definitely
Yeah,
supposed
it's
to
definitely that dice roll.
be. Yeah.
So 3s, no.
Strength 4, you need 5s. Plus
then
the wound, that's the
4s.
Yeah. Alright, what do we got?
That's a sensational roll.
6, is it?
6 at neg 1.
Okay. Here we go. Alright, so that's trouble, and alive.
Well done, boys.
So he's lost 5 wounds, so what happens, you get down to 4, then they start going back.
Oh,
So
they
it's
go
got-
back
yeah.
up. So he's still there?
Okay, no, he's actually Alright.
And they'll just sneakily
Yeah, just jump on that objective.
jump on that. And actually, if I'm really clever, I'll go this way. So I'm in. I've probably cheated there. You get the gist.
Whatever.
These guys are going to fight
Okay.
over there.
Let's do the sword first
Sword.
because he can cause some problems.
Sword man's coming in.
He just ignores all my armor on those guys. No, he's not going to wipe them out.
They're too fast, mate. That's the problem.
It's just I can't see what's happening. Oh,
Oh, +1 to wound.
needs be a
5 would be. Yeah, so that's not going to do it.
yeah. You need to all good. All right. That's just the wound then.
Straight through, is it?
Yeah, because I'm only 4+ save on him.
Roger.
Cool. Alright, we got the other four hombres.
So what I sort of envision is the hammer and the power swords, they do the maiming, and then the chain swords just chop everything up into little pieces.
Yeah.
Seems to be the
way to roll.
It's the way it's going. So that's all that, and then what am I looking at? 5s become 4s.
Yeah.
Because of the chaplain's buff. So 3, 6, 8 wounds.
Ooh. This could be
one, yeah.
This could be all over Red Rover.
Chop, choppity time.
So being a 4+ save, I now have to roll 5 ups. Oh, I've gotten a couple.
Nice.
But I've got 3 wounds left between them, and there's 5 there, so they're dead. Gornsky. Okay. Well,
all right.
I think there's problems on the White Scar front.
They're not feeling it.
Okay.
My hero here.
Yep, he's going to go at Hammer. MC Hammer.
MC Hammer. 4 attacks, I think.
So Sergeant.
So 3.
Sergeant.
And a chainsword.
And Chainsword. And I charged you. So
oh, yeah.
You get 1 more.
Thank you. 5.
There we go. Oh.
Yeah. There's my ones. And then I think with a +1 to wound is
you need 4
still not good enough.
No.
Beauty.
Alright. I don't have to do any leaderships because the squads that took damage are dead.
That's efficient.
For you, the only one that needs to is that attack bike, but you won't fail.
And the chaplain's there.
Yeah.
Buffing him up.
Okay. Cool.
Oh.
So that's end of turn, and yes. I think there's some trouble on the White Scar front. Right. So end of turn 2. I think the White Scars are in jeopardy. I'm not going to lie. They're in some deep doo-doo. I think this turn the last couple of guys in the centre are going to get killed. I'm probably not going to lose the scouts just yet, so I should get 10 more points the next turn. The guys over the back here, they may or may not die. It depends if he can get over to them to kill them with anything. If they can survive this turn, then it's 4 more points. But at the same time, I just don't think it's enough for me to come back.
It's a bit rough.
Yeah, so you've got your infantry now that's available. They can now move up into the other 2 table quarters and they can start putting down their Octarius data things.
That's it.
And then you should get 4 points for that. You should be able to be in the middle for your points there. I don't see you failing any morale. You've got the option to leave combat, but I don't see any point, to be honest.
No.
The only reason I would is because being your turn, I'll hit first. So then Captain could probably take out Chaplain, maybe. It's a big maybe.
I could shoot him off the board, but it's a bit lame.
Yeah.
Chaplain's got to fight him again, I think.
Yeah.
It's got to happen.
And there's another point too if you don't. And I don't see you failing in leadership, so you should get 4 points on that this turn. And are you holding how many? 4? 4. Yep. So you'll get 15 points on primary as well. So even if that was it, we just sat on the primaries, the rest of the game I'll be getting 10, you'll be getting 15. That's it. I can't win from there. That being said, I reckon we just do another turn just because it's awesome.
Kill some more stuff.
Yeah. Alright.
Always good.
Alright, so for you, what have you got to say about anything?
I'm a little surprised how it kind of played out. I thought that it'd be a bit more in your favour in the middle in that mosh pit of combat.
Yeah, well the thing with the White Scars, their combat doesn't really become good until Assault Doctrine.
Yeah.
And here I am now in Assault Doctrine. All my guys that can assault aren't alive.
Yeah.
So now all my damage 2 stuff, which would have been what pumps through and smashes you,
Not here.
it's gone. So that, on my behalf, I should have actually hidden myself for 2 whole turns and let you move around.
Yeah.
And then played the last 3 turns because then your doctrines aren't favouring you as much.
Yeah.
And then my super doctrine's in where I come in and I punch you. I'm doing 2 damage on everything. That would have racked up some serious
Yeah,
points.
then you'd be killing Primaris with their 2 lanes of 2.
Yeah, without even... trying. Plus I'll be neg 2 AP on all my swords as well. And then my hammers will be neg 3, and there'll be 4 damage. So, but I'm the one playing them, my own fault. I've got to look at that and go, hey, I want to settle down a little bit, not be so aggressive. But it's been fun still either way.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, I think I got pretty lucky with the positioning of the tanks.
Mm-hmm.
They were pretty much impossible for you to get to.
Yeah.
You couldn't combat them and tie them up because of the terrain. And then I had a lot of meat in front of it. You had to chew through to even shoot them.
Agreed.
So they've had free reign.
My range stuff as well. It's quite short range really. Even though I've got multi-meltas, realistically for them to be optimal, it's 12 inches. So I need to come at you with them.
Yeah.
So that's really not it. If I had some Devastators or something like that to pop you with them, that would have helped me out. But yeah, that's not White Scars.
No.
No.
They're on crappy bikes.
Yeah. Exactly. It's way more fluffy to have multi-meltas. You know what I just realised? Multi-meltas have 2 shots now. I've been doing 1 shot.
Right.
I'm a dick. Anyways.
Right.
Alright, cool. Yeah, sweet. We'll go into your turn 3.
Yep.
And we'll see if we can keep the White Scars alive for another turn. And then I think we'll have to call it.
Chaplain versus Captain.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
That's
All
what
right,
it's about.
let's do it.
Right.
Okay, so we've done the movement. These guys have moved over here a little bit and they've raised Octarius banners, what it calls. Retrieve Octarius data.
Yeah.
And then these guys have done the same. So that's all 4 quarters now done. So that gives him full 12. We've got these bikes here. They were the ones that were underneath. They've scooted down here. They're now behind enemy lines to get 2 points. If they can just survive for the rest of the game, which I don't see any way of them dying, they'll just keep getting 2 points every turn. If another squad gets in here, that'll be 4 points every turn. The dude that was in combat with them has scooted underneath there to be in the middle to get 2 more points there. These guys are priming themselves to assault the bikes if they need to. The chaplain's staying in there because that's how we're going to roll.
Yep.
The big tank's going to go now. I'm guessing they're going to shoot the crap out of them.
Yeah, he's going to shoot
and if he,
down here.
Oh, yep, shoot down there. And then we've got the tank at the back here that can clean up the rest of the stuff anyways, the bikes and this land speeder. And yeah, overshooting. So that basically sums it up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, shooting time. Alright, so we're into combat. Captain versus Chaplain. It's Greg's turn, however, because it is an ongoing combat, I, as the opposing player, get to strike with one of my units first.
Rubbish.
The Captain. He's got 4 attacks base and 3 from the Teeth of Terra. He's got no charging bonuses because I didn't charge, and nor was I assaulted. Here we go. Here on 2s. Alright.
Oh, hang on.
It's a clean sweep so far.
I needed to press the magic button.
Oh, yep, that's fine.
You can only wound me on 4s, right?
Okay, that's fine. So instead of winning on a 3, I now win on a 4.
Take it.
That's okay. We've got
Save the wound.
we've got 4 through so far.
Okay, this could be bad. Let's see how we go. I got a 4-up Rosaria save, don't I?
You do. Alright.
Alright.
Oh, that one doesn't count.
No. Here we go.
Alright, let's do it. So 3 go through. That is 2 damage each, so I didn't do my strike.
No. 2 go through, sir.
2. Yeah. Sorry, that's what I meant 2. So that's 4 damage. So you need to roll your dice here, and if you roll a single 6, he's not dead.
I'm gonna have to CP one of
these.
these.
Oh yeah, CP one.
Last CP, 4 of 4.
Oh, okay.
Alright, here we are.
Down to a 6 now.
Down to the wire. Here we go. Oh,
he's alive.
He lives.
He lives now.
He's alive.
Is
alive on one. Ah, one. Yeah,
one.
That's it. Alright.
Now the important thing is the captain going to go down.
He is.
There's no real reason why he shouldn't.
So 4 attacks.
4 attacks base.
And
that should be it because no charges or anything.
And rerolls for.
Yes, you get your rerolls this time because that went off.
He buffs himself.
Yep.
Which is fantastic.
Out of the 3 turns, actually, you've got to get a 2+ because you've got the special thing, and each time you failed one of them. Fucking dice.
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go. Oh, and I didn't need it.
Look at that.
That's what we want to
Smashed.
see. That's what we like.
That's
All
pretty
right.
damn good.
So +2 on his weapon, so 3's the wound.
Yep, let's do it. Oh.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay, so I need 3+ here.
I'm an extra minus now, right?
Yeah, yes, it's Assault Doctrine.
Yeah, which means you were
Yeah,
too.
so it wouldn't matter for me because
you're-
you're invulnerable.
Yep, thank you.
But for me, it will matter because I've gone from.
Subscribers.
Sorry about that, guys. I accidentally bumped something with the thingamabob. Anyways, so I've got 3 saves to make. I need 2. So I've got the 2+ save from the shield, which goes back to a 4, I think. Yeah, 4, because that's -2. So I need 4s, and I need to pass 2 of them to not be dead. So pressure's on.
White scars.
Oh, it's
He's
all
done
of
it.
them!
He's
All of
done
them! Look at that.
He
He's
lives.
alive.
it.
Down to 2.
Beautiful. The battle continues.
The battle rages on.
I like it.
Alright, and that actually brings me into my turn. So, you do get the extra 4 there, so you're up to 10 in the Space Marine points as well. I get 10 points for the 2 objectives, but I don't hold more. And all that's left now is my 10 scouts and the captain. So I'm going to make this nice and quick. Captain's going to withdraw,
Coward.
and now he's going to reassault.
I like it.
Boom.
He's in.
Slammed. So now I get all my bonuses back.
That's a good move.
So I get my 4 attacks for the base, my charging one, my extra one for being a my Warlord trait, the sword thing, and then I get my 3 attacks from the Teeth of Terra.
Alright.
And I'm doing all this to kill 1 wound.
Yep.
Realistically, technically the best move would have been to assault them, but I've lost the game anyways, so this is a moral victory.
I like it.
Here we go. Oh, that's the cocked.
That's
It's a fail.
That's a lot of hits.
That's a lot of hits. It's a lot of hits, and you're out of CP, so you can't go.
Can't go doing my magic
transhuman.
tricks, no.
Alright, so you're hitting your strength 7, I think it is now. So you'll be winning on 3s.
Alright.
Fail will fail. Okay, you've
Okay.
got
I
3
got this.
chances.
I got this.
3 chances to die.
Shall I do it one at a time?
Yeah, that'll be way more epic. Especially the first 2 are 4s.
Yeah, that's right. Here we go.
There goes.
That's,
Oh, that counts as cocked. Let's do it.
let's go. Here we go. Do over.
Alright, that's a
That's a
pass.
4.
We've got
That's
2
a
more.
4. We got 2 to go.
2 to go.
Alright.
Oh, that's it.
Well, and the last
So
one. And last one.
that's
Alright.
a pass. So now we've just got to do our 2 feel no pains.
So is it 2 damage?
Yeah, it's 2 damage.
2 damage.
Actually, sorry, it'll be 3 damage because
3
it's
damage.
Assault Doctrine.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So
here goes.
3 6s.
3
No
6s.
problems. No 6s.
No,
No 6s.
that's it.
Well done.
He's dead.
He's gone.
The captain has made his 110 points up. He's literally the only character and model in the army that has done so. Congratulations, Captain.
Well done, Captain.
If your hands weren't plastic, I would totally shake them. Alright,
Good stuff.
so that basically ends my turn. So we'll sit down and do a little after game review, hey?
Little chatty chat.
Let's do it. Outstanding. Alright. So I'm going to call it at this point because realistically my 2 squads of scouts are just going to score me 10 points each turn at the absolute best. Chances are you're going to be able to just roll around some bikes and just kill them anyways. So realistically that's it for me.
Yep.
I'm already behind on the points. So that's it. I'd say that's game for me, unfortunately.
Yep. Good game.
But very good game still, nonetheless. Yeah, I think some good points with where you were playing is you did kind of everything worked as a nice big bulky kind of castle,
Blob.
and it sort of moved around, killed a bit of stuff, and then what was strong to assault with then was able to move out to do it. When you were talking about the armies at the beginning, I mentioned that, and that was worked well. It was
Yeah.
really solid. Like realistically, the only real way to punch through your army is to have something that can stay back for a little while and shoot and soften up your vehicles and open up some transports.
Yeah.
Once all the guys are out, then you can come in probably turn 3 or so, and then just start assaulting the infantry.
Yeah, I think it was a tough matchup for your army in particular.
Absolutely,
because you needed your bikes to move out with their melter guns to get the tanks, but then you put yourself in harm's way.
And then I forgot to roll half the shots.
And then you forgot to roll half the shots, so
yeah.
that didn't help.
Yeah, so that does suck for me. I would actually enjoy playing this army with my Drukari and also my Death Guard. That'd be
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
I think my guard could give him a good roll.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Tank v tank.
I was very close to running an armoured tank guard list.
That'd be
I
cool.
was very close. I was going to have some basilisks and some manticores, and all the infantry were going to be in chimeras.
Yeah.
Yeah. So would have been armour versus armour. Would have been sick. But that was cool. Also, I'm keen to see how they do orcs. They're actually on pre-release as of today of filming for that big box set they got coming out with the book in it.
Yeah, that looks good.
I'm really curious to see how they run with the speed elements, because I do typically like to play armies that are more mobile and speedy and move around.
It's just more fun.
Yeah, for me, I've really enjoyed doing it. I'm really keen to see what they do with vehicles. Like, we've seen the new ramshackle rules come out, so anything that's strength 7 or less only does -1 damage to your orc vehicles.
Okay.
So that's interesting. So strength 8 or higher still does full damage.
Right.
But yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Really wrecks a lot of autocannons, heavy bolters.
There's a lot of
Things
weapons
like
and
that.
effects. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just a built-in rule for everything, not a special faction or anything like that. So that'd be cool. So yes, definitely got lots of armies I can roll with.
Yeah.
And you've got a couple of other armies too that you can pull out.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Yeah. So yeah. Tactically, how do you feel you went? Do you feel like you could have done some improvements in any areas, or do you reckon?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think just knowing the rules a little better, my
Yeah.
stratagems I'm pretty weak on. Positioning I was pretty happy with. Yeah, and I think holding the middle worked out pretty well.
No,
Normally
that was
I'd really struggle with that, and
Yep.
I was just trying to be a bit more patient with holding back, not sending everything up too early.
Yep.
And I think I got lucky with some damage output, which helped me roll.
Yep.
But yeah, I think I played pretty well. Just need to refine.
Yeah. The two big beasts did some work.
Yeah, they're really interesting. They're either extremely good and terrifying, or they get blown off the board turn 1 and it's game.
I think the thing with them, you really need 2, because typically turn 1, one's either going to die, one's going to whiff, something like that. So you kind of need that backup of the second one.
Yeah.
And then with that, the big gun on top, that thing's there to take out some heavy duty targets. They're basically there to take out similar type vehicles.
Exactly.
The other end. And if one whiffs, like if you roll, it's like, oh shit, 2 1s, I'm stuffed.
That's
You've
it.
got the backup of the other one to finish off stuff
Yeah.
as well. So, and being able to get the extra hit on them, the +1 to hit, because they used to be able to shoot twice. Is that right?
Yeah. I think
If it targets the same unit they shot at already. So
And
they
then
work
they
like the
change
Lehman Russes have that rule for their
Right.
turrets. That could change when they get a new codex, but anyways, at the moment they get to shoot that twice.
Yeah.
But you get the
they're good.
+1 to hit with that, which is it's a pretty good rule.
It is a good rule, and
Yeah.
and then Iron Hands complements it with the reroll ones
Yeah.
in the heavy doctrines. So
Yeah. Then you get more AP too, so you can punch through big things like.
Yeah.
There's some things out there. Not a lot of vehicles have the 2+A, but there are some. Like you got Land Raiders.
Land
You've
Raiders.
got Dreadnoughts. They do it.
Yeah, right.
There's ways to get some of the Imperial Knights 2+As, but some of these units also have invulns. So the AP5 doesn't matter so much, but
Yeah, okay.
getting them to AP5 isn't a bad thing. It can really cause pain for some things that rely on saving.
Yeah,
Yeah, so solid.
like them. Yeah.
How do you feel your Outriders went?
They're interesting. I'm never. They never win me a game, but they always.
They harass things.
They harass things. They sort of do what they say they're going to do on the box. They're not. They don't change the state of the game, but it gives you a bit of flexibility and mobility.
Yep.
And
because it gives
hit
you
pretty
options to
hard.
go, you know what, I want to take engage on all fronts. I'm going to move into cores with them. If they die, they die. You've got points there. Tell the slower things can get
Yeah.
into there. You've also got counter charge. So if something comes up like I did, you can then just come in and punch in,
Yeah.
get some extra attacks. I find they're not so much an anti-heavy infantry unit.
No.
They're good at clearing hordes.
Boards.
They're
Yeah.
good at clearing small infantry units that have one wound, things like that.
Yeah.
The only ones I'd say it would be good is White Scars at clearing bigger units, but that's only turn 3 onwards.
Yeah.
Or if I drop the strat on them to give them Assault Doctrine.
Yeah, I think that's
But,
pretty relative.
But even so,
Yeah, I like
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get rid of them. They're just too much of
Mm.
a toolkit.
yeah, exactly what they're there for.
And
And they've got reasonably good shooting too.
they're
against
they're
sword.
more durable than you think. You know,
Yeah.
the 4 wounds and then the iron hands.
And you can
6
transhuman them
plus,
as well.
Transhuman.
Yeah,
They're just yeah, they're worth their
Decent.
points, I think.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
that's about all I can think of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
cool.
it's a great game.
Excellent. Thank you for the game.
Thank you.
Sweet as. Until next time.
Bye.
Cheerio.